Hey everybody, welcome back to Headgear Garage. Got a fun little project in store today. We're going to be cutting up some steel here, making some brackets, and then we're going to use those brackets to mount the roof off of a golf cart on my subcompact tractor. So we did some adult arts and crafts already. Made a nice little, what do they call it? CADs, cardboard aided design. And what we're going to do is make this bracket out of that steel, that plate steel I have. And then I can U-bolt it on here. And then I have some 3-inch wide angle, 3/16 angle that I'm going to be bolting onto here at this point here, so it's level with the top. And that'll run this way. And then the golf cart roof will mount to that piece of steel shooting off in this direction here. So I'll be able to remove it. I'm also going to have plate come down on this side and this side up here, and I'll run a bolt through here to make sure that it won't lift up, which I say that because I'm probably going to leave it on when I'm trailering it, so there's going to be wind coming underneath, and I want to make sure it's good and sturdy, being held down real sturdy. So yeah, so I made all this in advance, and now I have it marked out on some steel. We're going to plasma that out, so let's get started. So I made the template out of the cardboard, and these are the individual pieces. This piece, these two pieces, and then this piece, and then I doubled it, so there's 2 of these, and 4 of these. So we're going to start here with this one. We're just going to knock this one apart, and we're going to do this one, and we'll just work our way around. Bear with me here, as it takes me a little while to figure out my travel speed to cut this metal. This is probably, with the setup I have, this metal is on the outer edges of what it would actually cut. So I'll get it, but it takes me a few swipes every now and again. everybody, welcome back. It is the next day, and apparently yesterday my camera decided it was just too hot to continue. So what I did was we were in the middle of cutting out the plates, all the little plates we needed for our bracket for the tractor. Shouldn't say we were in the middle, we were near the end, I think. I haven't looked at the footage to see where it actually decided to stop at. But either way, what I did was I just finished cutting them out, and then I just flap disced them down and clean them up a little bit. So we have them all here. Next thing we got to do is I have this one marked, and need to drill holes here and here on both of them so that I can use the U-bolts I have to mount that to the tractor, and then we'll weld them all together. So let's get these holes drilled first. Any chance I got this right? Yeah, it's a little tight. But we're going to do the same holes on this one, and then we're going to make them a little bit larger. Close enough. All right, let's tack her together and see how we did. Again, this is your reminder, I am not a welder, just a guy with a welder. I think that's going to get what we need. Just got to burn that in. Weld some side plates on here. Yeah, I think we'll be good with that. Let's go put the next pieces on. Well, let's go fit it one more time. All right, fingers crossed. I think that's going to work out pretty good. I would have drilled these holes before I did this, but honestly, I didn't know where to drill them because I didn't know for sure where I was going to end up welding. And I want that to be as tight to this bottom as I can get it. So now I'm going to have to drill them by hand. No drill press. But let's get it welded out, and then I'll probably be out of welding gas, shielding gas. All right, I think that one looks good. Let's see if we can get the other one done. Let's say we do a quick update here. So we got both brackets welded together. I have them just hand tightened on there. I'm going to cut these off, giving myself a little bit of room to work with, but we'll cut them off so they don't stick out like that. But I got them both welded together and up there. I think they turned out pretty good. All right, next we're going to get set up because we got to get some square tube to go right in this channel and this channel. Oops, right here, this channel here. So we'll put some square tube into that.
All right, for some reason here, my mic decided to just not record any audio in this section, but honestly, we're not missing anything. All that happened here was I was cutting the square tube. I cut them both at 36 inches in length, and then we just go over and trial fit them. But in doing so, I realized that the one actually should have only been 35 inches long. So I have to take it back over and cut another inch off of it, but nothing big, so enjoy.
All right, measure once, cut twice. Here's the tricky part. I don't think, that's definitely not going to work. Well, let's just do it this way. What do you think? Is that going to work? Your guess is as good as mine. If it doesn't, we'll do it again. All right, how about a 23/64? That way there I can put a rib nut in it. You know what? I'm going to change up. I'm going to drill the whole way through, put a bolt the whole way through, clamp this on. It's going to be way stronger than a rib nut. And I'm worried about up pressure from wind. If I decide to trailer it with that roof on there, canopy on it, let's put a smaller bit, but the final fit up, I'll have to put a rubber washer in here of some sort. Pick up. Oh, I didn't think about that. Oh, crap. I don't have long enough bolts right now. Well, I can see it. At least I can make sure they line up. That one's in. Yep, they'll line up. Think about the thickness of the roof. Dummy. Alrighty. So I just got back from town. I got the bolts I needed, which I needed 3-inch. So I got those. We got this whole thing bolted together, lined up. What we're going to do is tack it on every corner real quick. Just quick tacks here, here, and down here. We'll tack it right here. As you can see, we're going to tack right here. What this is 32 inches from that inside to that inside is 32.5 inches, which is what that is up there from the outside edge. It's 32.5. So we're going to tack it on here. I'm going to use this welding blanket to try to minimize any splatter getting on the plastic, because we know what that'll do. Yeah. So we're just going to do quick little tacks right here. Take this whole frame off, then we'll fully weld it out. Then what I want to do is I'm going to figure out where it's going to land in the center on that bracket. We'll mark that, and then we're going to come off of that and make an angle cut all the way out to the end here, down to here. And I'll probably take maybe 1 inch off of it down here. So I'll take it from a 3-inch down to a 2-inch, and that'll just give it a little bit cleaner look instead of being this straight squared off end here. So let me get this welded on or tacked on, sorry. Let's get that. So we got it all welded out. Let's show you here. We go. They're welded in on a couple different spots. I didn't go crazy with it. I just got it down each couple edges. Same on the bottom. I welded there on the outside. I didn't go through and weld in here, which here and here on the whole way around, which don't get me wrong, would have been a great spot to do it. I got a whole lot of place to weld, but one, I don't think it needs it, and two, I'm worried about whether that might end up interfering on me on the roof itself. But that being said, before I put it back together, I went through, got the holes drilled in it, one there, same on the other side, and then I did cut that taper in it, so you can see how much narrow it is here compared to down here. Same on the bottom and same on the other side. So now what we're going to do is the fun part, and that's flop it back up on top of there. There's one hole left to drill up there. There wouldn't have been, but somebody snapped a drill bit off. So got to send that in for replacement. Anyway, let's get it up there. And we can fit the roof on it and see what we got. Obviously, I have to take it all back apart and paint it, but that might be a different day. For now, I'm excited. I just want to see this thing on there. It's been a long 2 days, basically. All right, here we come. I'm coming. All right. Yeah. At least I built it nice and heavy, you know. What do you think? You want to put a top on, see how that goes? Okay, you're back with me. You shut off on me there. I don't know where you went. But either way, all I got was I got 2 bolts in the front. I haven't done anything else yet. Let's go back here and get some back bolts in. there she is. All painted up, back together. Now again, I don't have the bolts yet anyway, but I haven't put the bolts in those two sections to keep it from lifting up with an updraft of wind, but I think she's looking pretty good. I'm gonna get decent coverage from the sun. All in all, I'm gonna call it mission success. As I said, there will be future projects. I definitely want to put some lights underneath it and maybe even get a fan under there. I don't know. Maybe get crazy, just put a fan in. Have to wear a coat every time I'm on it. Well, that's going to do it for this week on Headgear Garage. Got the canopy brackets all built and put together. Got that thing mounted, got it painted, got the roof on that baby. I've been wanting to do this project for quite a while. Really didn't know how I was going to do it. I was actually just looking at the regular tractor canopies you can buy, but hey, what fun is there in that? I am much happier with what I built than what I could have bought. Hopefully you guys liked it as well. If you did, consider hitting that like button. Also consider subscribing. Both go a long way towards helping the channel. Both also go a long ways towards others getting to see these videos and maybe providing them with some inspiration as well. Either way, thanks for watching. I really appreciate everybody. Hope to see you on the next one. Tim, Headgear Garage. We're out.